Hello.
Hey, everybody. Hi, friends. How are you? Welcome to Harmony Vintage Insider. It's Thursday,
It is.
and it is a cold and snowy Thursday.
It is. It feels like winter today.
It does feel like winter today. It looks like winter today out there.
Yeah.
Hi, friends. My name's Rick. This is my wonderful wife, Angie. We've been married for 38 years. Been together for 40 years. That's my wife's number one attribute is patience.
Oh.
Let's see. Man, this thing is awesome.
I know. Hopefully you can see that pretty good in there. But yes, this is what I've been working on all week.
You did a tremendous job.
Thank you. I'm very happy with how it turned out.
One of our friends from church, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. Thank you.
Gifted us. What are they called? Porch fairies. Is that what they're called? Porch fairies. She gifted us this, and it was all finished. It had kind of a maple color finish to it from quite a while ago. It is solid. The bones, as you like to say, are good, but it needed some finish help.
We did not turn off our notifications.
So Angie painted it, and then she put a paint inlay on the inside back panel between the shelves. Wow, did she do a great job or what?
I'm very happy with how that turned out. I've been wanting to try that for a while, and it's so well put together. I was going to have you pop the back off so I could do it easily, but we couldn't get the back off. We were going to damage it. So it's very solid and
it is
well put together, which meant I had to kind of work around it, but it turned out pretty great.
You're quite the contortionist.
I felt like it. I felt, I was a little crunched up in there.
That was amazing. I thought you might bail on that one, but you came through like a champ.
Not a chance. I wanted it to look like that, and it looks pretty good. Let me show you what I used. So we've talked about transfers.
Yes.
I've demonstrated a paint inlay before. I think this is the third time now that I've tried a paint inlay, and I feel like it's coming a little bit easier every time. And this one turned out, I don't think it could have been any better.
Oh man, you did an amazing job, dear. You picked out an amazing paint inlay. The background and just the kind of the flavor of the piece, amazing.
Yeah, I wanted it to be a little elegant and feminine because it's the piece isn't big, so this could go really in any home. I thought it was a little feminine and petite, and actually, I don't know. We need some help, Dancing Queen. We don't know how to say this one, but this is the inlay that I use. Petite parasols, maybe, but we'd love a little coaching from you if you want to let us know how it's really said. But yeah, a paint inlay is different than a transfer. A transfer goes on top of the paint, and a paint inlay actually is embedded in the paint. And that's what I told you. Maybe that finally sunk in a little bit. I made sure I had a nice, a little bit thicker of a layer of paint, laid it on there. I actually rolled it on there with a brayer and let it really sink into the paint. And when we peeled it off, gorgeous.
Bam!
I'm very pleased with it.
Such a good job. Such a good job. And where is this going for sale? This is a little different.
This is a little different. So this is actually going to be at Vintage Market Days. So Vintage Marketplace, I know it gets confusing, all these words, but Vintage Marketplace has rented a booth at Vintage Market Days, and that...
I'm glad you're doing this one. I'm glad.
That is going to be November 15th through the 17th, so it's coming up pretty soon. It's at the ranch in Loveland, and it's going to be a neat event. We did one of these earlier in the spring, I think, but this one's Christmas themed, so it's going to be pretty amazing. There'll be a lot of vendors there with a lot of beautiful Christmas and gifts and just great vintage items.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry if I'm getting confusing. So again, it's November 15th through the 17th.
Not this weekend, next weekend.
Mm-hmm. From 10 to 4 at the ranch in Loveland. And you do have to buy tickets for this event. And they're priced based on the number of days. So if you buy a ticket for Friday, it's $17 and it's good for all 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then there is another ticket you can buy for $12, and that one is good for Saturday and Sunday.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
So they have like stair-step level pricing on there.
They do, because some people like to come back multiple times. It is true, vendors will continue putting out new merchandise as other things sell. But I think, as we experienced last time, the best day to go is Friday.
It is the best
Go Friday, go early, and get in there and get all the best stuff.
Right. And then circle back if you want to later.
Sure.
I thought it's a great opportunity to shop for unique items. We always talk about handcrafted, vintage being the best because they're not available in big box. You can get those handcrafted and vintage. You can shop from multiple small businesses, locally owned, locally operated. Your dollars stay here in Colorado. You're doing all of that, and you're just involving yourself with a community of people that is one of the best communities I've ever known. So these are amazing people.
Yeah, people were having fun there last time. You could tell, like, they got their girlfriends together, or they, mothers and daughters went, and they were just having a good time. It
was a good time. There was a real electricity. There's almost a hum when that vibe is happening, right? And people are just having a good time, and they're walking around with their coffees, and it was a good time. It was a good time. We will do some
forward to it.
It was a good time. So this is one of the pieces that Angie is contributing. It's a small china. Would we say 68? High,
46 wide.
46 wide, and what was it deep?
16
deep. So the normal china that we show you right over there is a lot larger. This one here go in just about any room you wanted to. Tremendous. I'm going to step out for a second and kind of scan the camera up and down.
Yeah, because it has some great hardware on it too.
It is awesome.
And I was going to open the door so you can see that paint inlay has a lot of great detail in it. Yeah, that looks good. And then you want to go down for the hardware.
Kind of help me.
Yeah, a little bit. Yep, right there. Isn't that pretty? So it has this nice big drawer that goes all the way across here, and then it has a door with a shelf on the inside. So this is going to be $249.95 at Vintage Market Days of Northern Colorado. And you can look that up for more information at Vintage Market Days of Northern Colorado.
Does that work?
A little crooked, I think.
A little crooked?
I don't know if we'll get it straight again.
There we go. I don't know.
We'll see. We might just have to be a little crooked today.
Might be a little crooked.
Just watch
apologies, condolences. Like Let me bring it up just a little bit here. Let's try that and see how it goes.
Nice. I think
okay.
Got your whole head.
Oh, nice. But not very much of you. Let's one more time over here.
Okay.
There we go. So what else do we have going?
So I have been working on this mostly, so I don't have a lot of other things that I've worked on, but we do have a couple of soaps that we worked on about a month ago, and they're ready to go in.
One of my favorites.
Mine too. So this one is called Wild Lavender, and it smells so good.
And lavender is actually our best-selling soap by far. We have a couple of variations of lavender, but we have wild lavender and we have calming lavender.
Yeah, this lavender has a little bit of an exfoliant in it. We used sandalwood powder. And also I dressed this one up with a little bit fancier of a bow because I think it would be really great gift to give to someone.
Christmas present.
Or to yourself.
Nice. And that one was lavender and lemongrass.
Yes.
And it was called Wild Lavender. Nice. Yeah, it's wild, good. Untamed, lavender, calming, soothing. I like it.
I like it too.
That's good. And this one's
and then this one, we've been having fun with this one. So we decided to make a more manly soap. And this is called Colorado Mountain Man, and it smells really good. It has a mix of woodsy accents. There's cedar and fir needle and juniper berry. It smells really good. But this is actually a shampoo and body bar.
Right.
So you tried it. You washed your hair.
I tried it. I like it. Yeah. It is good. It smells good. It's got walnut. It's got ground walnuts in it. So the pulverized walnuts. Did I say almonds?
Shells.
Walnut shells.
Nope, walnut shells.
Okay.
So it is also an exfoliator.
Yeah, but it's very mild. It's not like scratchy. Like I've used like the old lava soap. Remember lava?
Yes.
And it was like half sand.
Yes.
It's not like that. It's very gentle. So it was really nice. I enjoyed it.
Good.
You have no idea. We test these before we turn you loose on them. I am so clean right now.
I know he had to take 2 showers today. I'm like, here, try this one.
The things you don't think about is testing soaps. So those will both be available at Sugar Mill.
Sugar Mill.
And that is at Highway 66 and I-25.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. EJ, love you, brother. And then we have... we did some auctioning this week.
Yes.
And this was kind of a fun week for auctioning.
It was.
Because, again, people collect things. Everybody has a thing. And people collect things that you have no idea about. Now, this one kind of makes sense to me. Based on its Colorado history. Yes, I guess that's good. You want to pop that up?
Yes. So people like to collect Coors pottery.
You want to show that other one too?
And so we got a couple of these little ashtrays, Coors ashtrays, and
you want to give some of the history on that?
Well, during Prohibition, Coors couldn't make beer, so they started making pottery, and so and they, I don't know if they still make it, but they made it for a lot of years. And so there's different things, I don't know, all kinds of different things that they make, and people collect them. It's a very collectible item. So so these are the little ashtrays, and they're different. I don't really know the years. We're not good enough to be able to tell you what the years are, but we're going to put these in Vintage Marketplace, and they'll be $10.95 each. And then you have some other really interesting ones that we do know the year of.
We do. Those ones are cool. So the way this looks at an auction is we see these things, we're like, oh, that's cool. We should bid on that. And you can tell when people are serious about it because they just blow you up when you're trying to buy stuff.
Yes.
But we tried to bid on so much core stuff.
We've tried over and over again.
Somebody out there just spanked us.
Yes.
So this time we were able to get in and get a couple of those ashtrays, and there are some at Sugar Mill. But this one here is very cool. You want to hold that up?
Yeah, let me bring this up close so you can see it. In the center there is the state seal of Colorado. And that's because these were made for National Governors Conference.
Yes.
That was in Colorado Springs in 1969.
National Governors Conference, Colorado Springs, 1969.
Yeah, so we have this box. There are 4 of them. They're brand new. They've never been used. They're in perfect condition. And I think really cool. It doesn't say anything about the Governor's Convention on the ashtray itself, but it does have that beautiful seal of the state of Colorado.
How crazy is it? 1969 was 55 years ago. So crazy.
I know.
And yes, you know. And how far have we come that at the Governor's Conference, they were giving away state seal ashtrays. Like that is a non-thing right now. They would probably do coffee cups or something. What would they give away now? Coffee cups?
Maybe coffee cups.
Stuff for your
tumblers
desk or something. Tumbler, maybe the fanciest amongst us would get a Yeti cup or something like that.
Right.
But anyway, those are really cool.
They are cool.
We looked them up. We could only find one person selling them, and they were $45 a piece.
Yeah.
We feel like that's kind of extreme. So we're going, what did we say?
I don't know. Did we ever decide?
I don't know. I thought you wrote something down.
Well, I didn't. So.
Oh, okay. We're going to go $24.95. $24.95.
I think that's right.
We could only find, usually what we do is we try to compare shop and then come in a little bit below everybody else. That is a ridiculous amount of $45 for an ashtray.
I know.
So I couldn't sleep at night if we did that.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
You could?
Well, if it said the Colorado's Governor Convention, I would. But since it doesn't say that, it just has the seal. I think $24.95 is a fair price. And I probably would use this more for
decor,
or just to put your change in or something, because I wouldn't want to mess up that
that's
beautiful
pretty neat.
Logo.
That neat logo.
I know. I didn't realize, I didn't know what the Colorado State seal looked like till I was looking at those, but it's a pretty cool seal.
It's a pretty cool seal. It refers to a lot of Colorado's history, mountain towns, wood, work ethic, unity. We looked it up. We kind of do. This is an interesting job in that we do a little bit of background on the stuff, and we learn a lot. Yeah. It's got some gold mining stuff. It's got some unity, some hard work, the mountains. Yeah. It's got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, kind of neat.
Very cool. What's left?
I think that might be everything.
I think that's everything we have for this week.
Yes.
Sugar Mill is doing Gnome-vember.
No. Gnome-vember.
Gnome-vember.
That's hard to say.
It is hard to say, and I'm afraid how it's coming through on the other side. Gnome-vember. And it's kind of a fun thing they do. They have taken little gnomes and placed them about in the different booths at Sugar Mill.
Fun.
And then you grab a sheet, and it has kind of a checklist on it. And you say where you saw it. I don't have this totally, but I think if you look around the Harmony Vintage booth, you might find one.
You might.
I don't know. Anyway, there's games and prizes and special prizes for the kids. And it's all just a fun Gnome-vember. So
keep it interesting.
Interesting. So it's we always have a good time out at Sugar Mill. If you guys, we went to the train lighting last week.
That was so fun.
Wow, straight out of a Hallmark movie.
Yeah,
straight out of a Hallmark movie.
A lot of people went there.
So many people.
It was very crowded and just really fun atmosphere, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
25 plus gallons of hot chocolate they went through.
Oh, I know. Blew through 25 gallons.
Blew through 25 gallons. Yeah.
I didn't even have any.
Mirror.
Did you?
No, we stopped at Starbucks on the way. So we were kind of equipped when we got there.
Yeah.
But so many people, they did a great job. Van, tremendous job on the train.
It's so
you guys did
awesome.
So good out there.
I want to go look at it again.
It was fun. It was a lot of people. It was a success. So they Sugar Mill has Gnome-vember.
And that train will be out there all
the season,
right?
It's huge. It's huge. I think last time I said 50 yards. I might reel that back in a little bit, but not much.
Yeah.
And then Vintage Marketplace has the vintage. Say it again, because I'm getting my vintages mixed up.
Vintage Market Days of Northern Colorado.
Vintage Market Days of Northern Colorado, and that's the 15th through the 17th at the ranch in Loveland.
Yep, and we'll be there on Friday, you and I.
So Vintage Marketplace will be, Vintage, Harmony Vintage will be at Vintage Marketplace, and Vintage Marketplace will be at Vintage... What?
Market Days.
Oh,
I know, it's too confusing.
I can't do it.
Too many words.
So come out. It'll be a good time. There is an electricity, a buzz in the air.
Yes.
Get some of your shopping done. Support local.
Yes.
I think that's about it for this. Did anything else we wanted to cover? I think last time we did this, it was Halloween.
I think it was.
Was there any impressive costume that stood out to you?
There were some cute costumes, but I can't think of what they were.
Michael Jackson was a hit.
Oh, yeah, Michael Jackson came to our house.
Yeah,
and he was so cute and tiny.
He was so small.
And I was so proud of myself because I knew who he was. Because, like, the older I get, I don't even know what the costumes are supposed to be. And I was like, hey, I know that one. That's Michael Jackson.
Well done. Yeah. So, anyway, I think that's it for this week. Tremendous job, my love. You did such a good job.
Thank you. Thanks for giving me all that time to work on it. It took took a long time.
Yes. Well, this is, I can't go into detail on how much effort that you put into doing this paint inlay inside.
Yeah.
Splitting the shelves.
Yeah.
It was a lot of work, but you have such a good attitude.
It was worth it.
It was amazing. Again, one piece, 2 shelves on top, display shelves, grooved shelves to put your plates up in, storage down below, storage drawers available at
Vintage Market Days.
Vintage Market Days at the Vintage Marketplace booth for $249. And what's next week's project?
Next week, I'm working on a mirrored vanity for the same place.
It's going to be amazing.
Hopefully, I can show it to you.
Hopefully, we'll have it by Thursday. So I think that's it. Love you guys. Thank you for your support. Those of you that share these videos, thank you. Those of you that comment on the videos, thank you. Consistency, Kevin and Clifford and the Spose Bros and
Gail.
Anna and what's that?
Gail.
Thank you, everybody. So we love you. Have an awesome first week of November and see you. Love you. Bye.
Bye.